I just need to take a moment to give Louis Vuitton a round of applause. Like, my people, welcome back to my channel. And if it's your first time seeing my face, then salutations. My name is Priscilla, aka Prissy, aka Cece, aka Ila, aka Silla, aka Miss Prissy, baby. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and become part of the family. In today's video, I will be doing a full review of Louis Vuitton's Attrape Rêves. A friend corrected me and said it's attrape-rêves.
Okay, so what did I not pronounce?
Guys, attrape-rêves and attrape-rêves, please, which one bangs more? Attrape-rêves has got more syllables than attrape-rêves. It lays more emphasis on the name, and I'm in Nigeria. I've got to lay emphasis on those syllables. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section. Anyways, for the sake of this video, I'll be mixing it. I'll be calling it attrape-rêves. I'll be calling it attrape-rêves. Maybe we should call it the right thing. Okay, let's call it attrape-rêves. That's the correct pronunciation. We'll stick to the correct pronunciation. But deep down inside of me, just know I want to call it attrape-rêves.
You're very stupid.
Attrape-rêves is a French name which means dream catcher. I bought this perfume as a gift to myself for Christmas, so I have unboxed it on my channel previously. But you know, my friend on here from Abby with Love said I need to make more noise about this fragrance than I did in that video. In that video, it was more of a Christmas video, a Louis Vuitton unboxing video. Today's video is to be more of a full perfume review. I'll be talking about the packaging, the performance, the projection, the price, and I'll be finishing it off with my personal thoughts. So without further ado, let's get right into the video.
Oh, yeah, eat me.
Starting off with the packaging, guys, I just need to take a moment to give Louis Vuitton a round of applause. Like, when it comes to packaging, Louis Vuitton and Christian Dior are they're the orgas, they're the bosses of packaging. The perfume came in this box. Inside this box is another box that has another box that has another box. So they're like 3 layers. When I traveled, because it was one of the fragrances I took along on my trip to Lagos, the good thing about the packaging that is that it was sufficient to protect this fragrance throughout my travel. So I kept the fragrance in this container. This container protected the perfume throughout my trip, and I'm glad to report that it did not break. It's back in England, safe and sound, no breakages, no leakages, everything was fine. When you order from Louis Vuitton online, they give you 2 samples. I asked for a sample of Contre Moi, and I also got a sample of Ombre Nomade, which is a fantastic fragrance, chef's kiss. If I was into oud and leather, that's the next fragrance I'll buy, but I'm not very big on leather. But that's a fragrance that I would love to smell on my man. I digress. We're talking about attrape-rêves today. There are not many reviews on here that talk about shed loads of Louis Vuitton perfumes. I must say that in my opinion, I'm starting off with the end, because really I should reserve this for when I'm sharing my personal thoughts. But hands down, in my opinion, attrape-rêves is the most lovely, girly fragrance in the Louis Vuitton line, in my opinion. I've sampled almost all their perfumes. Before I got this fragrance, I always wondered how it was sprayed. I thought you had to bring this whole thing out and dab it on your skin, but it's actually a sprayer. So that's the sprayer just there, and it's got a really good atomizer. I'm just going to spray it for you to see. So as you can see, the atomizer is very beautiful, brings out the perfume. That has gone into my space. So it brings out the perfume really beautifully. So yeah, in terms of the packaging, I am very satisfied. Moving on to the performance of this fragrance, I'll start off by reading off the notes. This is supposed to be a fresh floral fragrance. It's got top notes of lychee, ginger, bergamot, middle notes of peony, cacao, Turkish rose, and base notes of patchouli. When I spray this fragrance, I'm just going to tell you what I smell. I smell the spicy notes, I smell the ginger. At the same time, I can smell that freshness. Then I can smell the floral notes. I think it's the peony I smell more. Or maybe I can smell the rose as well. The note in this fragrance that is not the strongest is the cacao. I wouldn't say I can smell this as a chocolatey fragrance. In fact, I was surprised to learn that there's cacao in this fragrance at all, because I can't really smell it. But I can definitely smell those floral notes. I can smell those fresh notes. I can smell a bit of those spicy notes. So ginger is like a fresh spicy note. This fragrance is a really nice floral, fresh floral fragrance, very elegant. In terms of the performance, this is a really long-lasting fragrance. I won't say that it lasts up to 8 hours. I'll give this more like the 6-hour mark, and I want this both in cold weather and hot weather because I took this along to Nigeria, which is, we're talking 30 degrees hot, and I'm in England now and it's 2 degrees, so I want it in both weathers. I would say I would wear this more in the hot weather. I know a lot of people would say cold weather, but I personally would say warm weather because I think even though this is an all year round fragrance, by the way, this is a fragrance that you can work in any season, in any location, but just because it's very floral, girly, fresh, I just tend to enjoy those sort of fragrances more during the summer months. I tend to enjoy my creamier, warmer, you know, fragrances in the winter months. So for me, I think this is one that I would enjoy even more during summer or in a hotter weather. So that's it in terms of the performance. I would say more 6 hours than 8 hours. Moving on to the projection, this is a fragrance that projects at all levels. If somebody is close to you, if somebody is far away from you, this is a fragrance they would absolutely be able to smell on you. This is a fragrance that I got shed loads of compliments on in Nigeria. Let me even show you the dents on this fragrance. I'm just going to wait for the camera to focus. Can you see the dent? I bought this fragrance in December. I am filming this video in January. What's today's date? Let me just check today's date. Today is the 16th of January. I'm filming this video and you can see the dent on this fragrance. There are not many fragrances in my collection that can boast of such a dent in such a short time. So that just goes to show you how much I'm wearing this fragrance, how much I'm enjoying it. This is one that I would overspray on though, because I want it to really be out there. It's not one that you just 1, 2 and you go. It's one that you spray on the back of your neck, you spray on your clavicles, you spray on all your pulse points. It's the sort of fragrance that you have to go ham on. Moving on to the price, this fragrance retails for £200. I think that's why I purchased it, for £200. And this is the only size it comes in apart from the sample size. What's the ml? Bear with me, let me just check. Again, I need my glasses. Where is it?
Few moments later.
It's 100 ml. It's not a cheap fragrance. We're talking about £2 per ml. That's not cheap. I appreciate that it's not the most affordable fragrance, but it's one that in my opinion is worth the price. And also when you compare this fragrance to its competitors, I mean Dior and you know the likes, it is priced, you know, it is well priced within its competitors, if you see what I mean. I've talked about how to know if a fragrance is too expensive, or you know, I've talked about that. If you've not seen that video, I'll link it in the description box, or you can search for it. The title is fragrance YouTube is expensive or something like that. I can't really remember. I forgot to mention a more affordable version of ATTRAPE-REVES will be Mon Paris by YSL. I once had that fragrance and it was an empties for me. I actually wore it till I finished the whole bottle of that fragrance. So yeah, that just goes to show I really like, yeah, it's definitely up my street. But now in terms of my personal thoughts, this fragrance is a love for me. It's not just a like, it's a love. It literally became my signature scent in December. You know, this is a fragrance that has now reminds me of Christmas because I wore it throughout Christmas. If you want something similar, I suggest Delina, because this has got very similar notes to Delina. The only difference is that I don't think Delina has got that patchouli notes, and I also don't think Delina has got the cacao notes. But like I mentioned, the cacao note in this fragrance is almost non-existent. It almost is there to just make it sweet, but you're not going to spray this fragrance and smell chocolate at all, but you're going to smell the sweetness, and it might be because of that cacao note. So if you do not want to go this route, you might want to go Delina. Delina is also a very nice, fresh, you know, Turkish rose or rose fragrance. It's got the lychee note or lychee note in it as well. I really do love this fragrance. It's a beautiful fragrance. It is worth saving up to purchase. It is worth adding to your collection. It's a classic. It's, dare I say, it's my favorite fragrance in the Louis Vuitton line. I think Louis Vuitton did something with this one. Before I keep rambling on and on, I permit myself to stop there. If you've already tried ATTRAPE-REVES, go ahead and let me know in the comment section. If you're also looking to purchase it, go ahead and let me know in the comment section. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Go ahead and do all of that good stuff, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Guys, please like, please share, please subscribe. And until I see you again in my next video, because I look forward to seeing you again in my next video, stay beautiful, stay blessed, hi, and bye. But yeah, if you do not want to spend the £200, now moving on to the projection. Now in terms of my personal thoughts, in terms of the performance, this is my baby, pass up the silence. take a picture so this could last longer for me.